It's just a dagger I see before me. The handle towards my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. Have they not? And yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, as sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou a dagger of the mind? A false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet in form as palpable as this which now I draw. And thou marshals me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made fools of the other senses, or else with all the rest. I see thee still. And on thy blade indulging gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. 'Tis the bloody business which informs us to mine eyes. Now o'er one half the world nature seems dead. And wicked dreams abuse the curtain's sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecat's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel, the wolf who howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thy sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk. For fear thy very stones prate in my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits it. Whilst thy threat he lives. Words to the heat of deeds to cold breath gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
This is Anderson. Now, you might not be able to see him because he used to be my childhood imaginary friend. Nowadays, he's my... Well, what are you, Anderson?
I'm whatever you need me to be, sir.
He's my savior, my guardian angel. I invented him when I was really young, when I was obsessed with Batman. He's my Alfred Pennyworth, if you like, the greatest butler in the world. What was the name of the actor who played him, Anderson, in a TV show?
Alan Napier, sir.
Give me an interesting fact about him.
He was a cousin of the British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain, sir.
And now for something completely false.
He murdered his wife, sir, in cold blood. Cut her into pieces and kept her remains in Tupperware containers in his refrigerator, sir.
Isn't he fucking amazing? Tupperware dish, that's a nice touch. I bet the fridge reeked.
Most probably, sir.
I know. Who else has played him?
Michael Gove, Michael Caine, Sean Pertwee.
Gotham. The show that Smallville should have been. And?
Jeremy Irons, sir. Batman vs. Superman.
I'm impressed, Anderson. You've always been there for me, haven't you?
I try my best, sir.
Through thick and thin, through kindergarten, middle school, high school, all the reality garbage, the one-off dramas, the two-part specials, the pay-per-view stuff, even the illegally downloaded stuff.
Probably best we don't mention that, sir.
Of course, we shouldn't say no more. You've been a great source of comfort.
I do my best, sir.
You're my spirit guide. You keep me youthful. Over the years, we've become indoctrinated by this relentless desire for money, ambition, ego, greed. All of these things entrap our souls and make us forget a sense of who we really are. Our original essence. Am I right, Anderson?
As ninepence, sir.
Having you on tap has prevented me from...
Growing up, sir?
Yes. From growing up. My first experience with taking medication was when I was first diagnosed with ADHD. I just turned 12. Happy birthday and welcome to the wonderful world of brain-boosting Ritalin. Ta-da! It's a drug people are buying on the internet as a cognitive enhancer. Overcommitted and high-functioning professionals take fistfuls of these cyber drugs to become even more higher functioning and even more overcommitted. My folks despaired of me. Underage drinking, shoplifting, trouble at school. So when they found out that my behaviour was due to an actual medical condition and not, as my mum would say, out of sheer badness, they almost punched the air with delight. I swear my dad would have got bumper stickers made up for his Volvo estate with the letters ADHD on it, but in the AC/DC font. When I became asthmatic and was diagnosed dyslexic, they almost combusted with pride. Funny that, when I tried to sit them down years later to talk about my bipolar condition, they didn't share the same enthusiasm or support. Mum cried, and Dad just sighed and read the back of the newspaper. Pretended to read the sports section. He always did that in times of crisis. I was told I was going to have to remain on medication for the rest of my natural. Not easy to swallow, no pun intended. I was terrified it was going to turn me into a zombie. I would lose my personality and anaesthetise my creativity. I mean, how can you be a stand-up if you can't actually stand up? Some pills made me put on loads of weight, lose my hair, gave me the shakes. Others allowed me to sleep for 14 hours at a time, but I would throw up and drool. An attractive look. Some worked and others just made me feel worse.